Chase Lee Hockey with the blue futon. We have some Chippendales Rescue Rangers. Chippendale. Yeah, let's review this movie. So Chippendales Rescue Rangers is about remaking or rebooting Chippendales Rescue Rangers and kind of doing it in the Who Framed Roger Rabbit world-esque type of filmmaking. And did I like this movie? I love this movie, guys. So I won't lie, this movie was like one of my most anticipated of the year. Yes, it's directed by one of the people from The Lonely Island, as well as Andy Samberg, voicing one of the characters. But yes, Disney kid at heart. Look at my room. I have some pop figures and everything like that around the walls, and I got rid of a lot of them, but the only ones I kept were Disney, and some movie stuff and Transformers, stuff that's like really close to my heart. I do have like some Donald Duck and Chippendales like paintings in my room as well. Like those characters resonated with me, and I will always be a Disney kid at heart, and always gives me a smile, always puts tears in my eyes. Yes, I did cry in this movie because I'm a sensitive motherfucker, and this movie hit all the strokes. It just hit everything I needed in a movie like this. Was it perfect? No, some of the humor didn't work. But other than some of the humor didn't work, I enjoyed this movie. This is what Space Jam wanted to be. Like Space Jam, they like forcefully put stuff in there to be like, oh, here's this. But this is more like fluid of like, hey, we're not just going to do WB properties. We're going to touch freaking Paramount, aka Ugly Sonic. We're going to touch some Comedy Central stuff. We're going to touch some old MTV animation. We are going to touch different aspects of the world where you're like, how did that get in there? How did that get in there? And that is the same aspect of when you're watching Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You're like, how did they get each of these characters into the movie? And this is the same way with Chippendales Rescue Rangers. I enjoyed the living heck out of this movie. The voice acting was great on all levels. Acting is great on all levels. The directing was great. I'm pretty sure this director also did The Watch, also did Pop Star. So this is like more, I think, his first like kids movie. He decided to do it, and he did a phenomenal job directing this movie. I don't have a lot of negatives for the movie. It is straight fun. You want to rewind half the movie because you're like, there is no way that's in there. Then you rewind it, you're like, holy cow, that is in there. There's Transformers in this movie. Yes, they have Transformers in the movie. They went totally bonkers with what properties they could put in this movie, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. Like I said, the only negative is some humor didn't work, but the villain, who it is, basically awesome. Everything they decided to do in this movie just is very simple, and it is to the point, and there is no agenda to this movie. This ain't no Cheaper by the Dozen remake. This is a Chippendales Rescue Rangers. It knew what it wanted to be. It wanted to be Who Framed Roger Rabbit, aka there are 2 references to that movie in it, so it was self-aware of what it was doing. I really don't have a lot of faults with this movie. Yes, kid at heart, completely worked. Thank you for making a movie like this. Like I said, this is probably going to be the better Disney Plus movies of the year, and it's going to be very hard for a Disney movie to beat this one this year. I know people are like, oh, there might be Lightyear and everything like that, but this movie just worked for me at all levels. It is a personal movie, kind of like Apollo 10.5. This might be the year of nostalgia, where nostalgia movies are just tugging at my heartstrings this year. So 2022 is a year of nostalgia, and I will take it. So overall, Chippendales Rescue Rangers, I enjoyed it. The voice acting worked. The story worked. Everything in this movie worked except some of the humor where you're like, okay, I understand what it's going for, but it just didn't work on my level. Chippendales Rescue Rangers will receive 4.5 out of 5 blue futons, which equals at 90%. So see the critics news scores gave this one. So you have critics in 80% with 89 of them. Audience score at 89% with over 100. Here's critic consensus. Sometimes some reboots fall through the cracks, but Chippendale Rescue Rangers picks up the slack with a fast, funny film that almost never fails. I can't pronounce his name, guys. I'm sorry, but it looks like he... Oh, did he also direct Palm Springs? Oh, he was a producer. So he's directed Chippendales Rescue Rangers. He directed The Watch, and he directed Hot Rod. Okay, Hot Rod's a freaking phenomenal movie. I don't care what anyone says. But yeah, so this is like kind of his first kids movie, and it absolutely worked on all levels. Good job. I enjoyed it. I actually loved it. I could give it 100%, honestly. So we have the 80, 85, 90. Chase Suck with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Booftonian. You Booftonians, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Yeah, this made me go through Disney Plus and like, do I want to watch Duckwing Tales? Do I want to watch some Chippendales cartoons? Do I want to watch the old school Three Musketeers from 2004? Man,